What's up, this is Attila and welcome to Easy Dimebag Riffs Everybody Plays Wrong. So today, the riff that you just heard, the intro and pre-chorus riff of Rise, might not sound the easiest riff. I would say it's mainly difficult only because of the speed and the stamina that you have. Stamina? The reason why I put this into this segment is that I feel that there's a lot of confusion around the chords of this part of the song. So without further talk, let's get into the details. Let's talk about the rhythms first. We're gonna play a pattern that's being repeated over and over. It's pretty simple, but it is fast, so that's definitely make it much harder. I'm gonna show it first on just an open E string. So we're gonna start with 4 16th notes, alternate picking, all palm muted, down, up. And then there's an 8th note, which you open up, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 more 16th notes, so slowly. The picking pattern would be down, up, down, up, down, down, up. And this is the pattern that you keep repeating. I always add the next one if I practice, so that it's easier to follow. So it's I would work on this on an open E string first, so that you can get comfortable with the right hand there. Maybe first you would want to start with just 1. And then you can double it. And then maybe you can go to 4. And so forth. Then let's talk about the notes. First, the low end is going to be an open E string. And the high note, the chord, would be on the D and the G string, the 10th fret. So the open ones are always the 8th notes. So in this particular case, it's the D and the G 10th. So this is how the pattern looks with this chord. Altogether, 8 times of this, which means 4 bars. So and then we're going to move down to the 4th fret, E4 with the index finger, A5 with the middle, yes, and then I usually play with the pinky, the D6. So this is this chord. The muted notes are only on the E string, and then we're going to play all chords there. So this is the second round. And then we're going to move up to the 5th fret. Again, the bass note is the E string, which you palm mute. And then we're going to play a full power chord with the added octave on the A5. So A5, D7, and G7. This is somewhat more challenging because it has that bare chord. You just have to flip over the index finger. Practice maybe this one individually. And then just... And then here we are, the last round, which is divided by 2, I would say, because the pattern continues in the first half of this last part, and the chord would be this. So we're going to play again on the E string, E7th, the muted notes, and then with the ring finger and the pinky, we're going to go up to the A9 and the D10. But when we play the 8th note there, we're not staying with the index finger on the 7th, but instead we add the middle finger to the 8th, which is something that I rarely, if ever, see on the YouTube with other people play that way. So this is the chord there. In this round, we're going to play only half, so 4 times. Then you would have to stay there with the index finger on the E7 and only move up and down from the 9th to the 10th, the pinky. And also here, as you can hear, the rhythm pattern changes. Now we're gonna play this galloping thing. Just with this chord change. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. This last part together, slowly. Now let me play the whole thing together, slower. Up to speed. Thank you very much. This was it for today. I hope that you enjoyed today's lesson. If you have any questions or suggestions, just feel free to leave them in the comment section. Also, I got a Patreon site, so if you want to support me and or get tabs, including this one and other exclusive contents, just make sure that you click on the link below. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.